Before I introduce my man on my right, I'm Coach Kurt, aka It Takes a Village, and I'm with my co-host, always to my right,
Sheldon Cooney, Coonzilla, aka Greasy Talker.
So, with that being said, before we get into everything, today was a successful event. We had our second annual virtual college fair. We had Virginia Union, Norfolk State University, Post University, American International College, AIC. We had a military recruiter from Army recruiter. I forgot his name, so pardon me with that. We had CBS A Sports, Robert Kelly, to talk about sports recruitment. We had kids to win some prizes and stuff like that. And it was a very successful event. It was all online, and we look forward to having you guys next year. The one thing I also want to say, because it's on me, because people talk, right? They talk. And the purpose of this thing is about the kids and the community. We're going to talk our talk. We're going to talk our stuff. But we're going to make sure that we give the flowers back to the community, right? Always back to the community. And if you're not with that, go kick a can. Matter of fact, rock. We didn't want to hear you anyway. So, for those that's been talking that way, you already know who I'm talking to. And so, those that enjoy what we do, allow me to introduce our first guest, our second guest, right here. He played for Central High School. He also played JUCO at Nebraska. He also played for JUCO at Holyoke Community College. He also played at a four-year college. What was it called?
Mountain State.
Mountain State. He's also, you got won the state there?
We won the national championship.
National championship. He's also an AAU coach. He coached Unity. He's also right now coaching the Springfield Ballers, 9th grade. He's also a JV coach who coached at Bay State Academy. He is also assistant, but he's a Renaissance JV coach as well. He's a good friend of mine. So he's like one of the best big men in Western Mass. That doesn't mean that there isn't other ones that's there, but in my eyes, he was hell to deal with. Let's give a round of applause to my man, Mark Lewis. Mark.
Yeah.
We have you here.
Yep.
We want to go in the past. We want to talk about some things and stuff like that.
Okay.
My first question, you got anything to say? Yeah. Wait. I'm sorry. We're not going to cut it. I'm just going to leave it in there. Can you promise me that you're just going to be respectful today?
I promise.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Just please.
I'm gonna be nice.
Because the last
I'm always a nice guy.
The last guest, he wasn't too respectful.
I'm a nice guy.
All right. Just please. Because I like this guy.
Me too.
Give him
I love this guy. I give him all the props, but it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be a nice guy today.
The worst thing about it is that if he decides to do what he normally does, what's behind closed doors is going to come out quick.
Okay.
I got it primed up and ready to go. It'll go from a podcast to a reading situation.
Wow.
A reading circle with Mark Lewis.
Wow. Superheroes. There's superheroes out there. We got to be careful. Don't mess with these superheroes. Waking one of them up and stuff like that. But let's I've got a couple questions and stuff like that. I think one of my first questions is you had one of a great junior year at Central High School.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You were like one of the you said second in the voting for the whole village.
That was my senior year.
Oh, that was your senior year?
Yeah.
Okay.
My junior year, I was fairly new on the scene. People behind, and when I say new, I mean to like high school, because I didn't take school serious like I should have in my junior year, my sophomore year, and I ended up not making the team. But I truly felt, and it was because of grades, not because of talent. I truly felt that I was one of the best sophomores in Western Mass at the time, but I didn't get to showcase that because of I didn't really do what I was supposed to do. And that hurt. That hurt a lot.
It did, but we're not talking about the sophomore year.
Yeah, facts.
We are talking about the junior year.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Busy.
Yeah, that's
you
what
know
I'm
what I
saying.
mean? We just gonna throw that other stuff in the trash.
Nah,
but that is a good lesson for the kids.
Nah, and that's why I said it.
Keep your grades up. And this is a coach that's talking to you. How it can affect you down the road.
Facts.
So, but tell us about that junior year. How was it? Who was on that team? If you remember, or your senior year, who was on that team? Was it 97 and 98?
Yes,
right?
yeah. 97, I came into Troy Walker, Mike James, Martino, Alex King.
Okay. Mr. SPO.
Yeah. Can we? No. Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh. Do we have a discrepancy there?
No discrepancy.
No, okay.
Also, I had Craig Hamilton, who Patrick Strange, who played in the pros for baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Patrick Strange.
Yeah.
He had a strange game in a way.
Yeah, he did.
But he was big.
Lemon limeish, but I'm be nice.
Nah.
That's a strange way of putting things. That's how
A strange show. Anything goes.
I wouldn't say he was lemon lime, man.
Okay, I apologize.
You know what? Pat was one of those guys who would. He was an enforcer, man. Like he didn't care. He wasn't afraid of nobody. Like if somebody tried to hurt you, he was gonna go out there.
He was like a Kurt Rambis type.
Yeah. He'd go out there and hurt them.
Oh, so he competed on the field.
Yeah, he was tough.
So no matter what, he always competed.
Yeah, facts.
He hit you with elbows. And he did the dirty work.
Yeah, he did all the dirty work. Went and grabbed rebounds, and to be honest with you, he could shoot too. He could shoot a little bit.
Yeah.
So
he had some pretty good games. I remember him.
Yeah. Pat wasn't a bad. He was an athlete. I mean, by far was what you call it. That's pretty much really it for anybody that was like on that.
Yeah, Martino, right?
I said Martino.
Oh, Martino.
Yeah, Martino. He didn't like my entrance. Oh, nah, he really didn't.
He did?
Nah, yeah, he came at me crazy. When I remember one practice, it rings in my head all the time. He had said to me, when I was a junior, I wanted to shoot as much as you do, and then I told him, because I'm who I am, that's why y'all didn't win nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I agree.
So
he was a big part.
Yeah, so I mean, and this is not, it's funny when you play in this area and you run into people that you played against, and you get to really get the real of people and how they felt about you at the time when you were playing and stuff. And I happened to be in the Big Y out in 16 acres, and I ran into Mandel.
Oh, okay.
Gary Mandel
from Commerce.
Yeah.
Gary Mandel. Mr. Mandel.
Yeah, and he said we was conversating. And he had stated we used to kick the hell out of Central, and then you came and we couldn't beat you.
So that's big words.
Yeah, so that made me, that kind of made me feel good, because he had some good players. You know what I mean?
I got a question. Did you have conflict with any of your teammates? I know I went through it. I still go through it today, but I will not say his name. DC Comic Books. I'm gonna leave it at that. But did you ever feel like, I want to say, like somebody was basically, in the new generational word, hate? Was somebody on the team you felt hating on your game?
I don't recall anybody hating on my game. I played with people who are real. Some of the realest people you can be around. Troy Walker is one of the realest people you can be around, and he
funny guy.
Yeah. He used to always push me up, and Troy will tell you I was one of his favorite player to play with because I'll catch the ball and finish and stuff like that. But hating, I don't remember any hate from anybody. But if it was, I was being oblivious to it because because I'm out there to play. I don't really care if you.
So you're basically saying that that year with all those guys, pretty much everybody, you might have had a couple words to say with each other, but you guys pretty much had a team that stayed together.
Pretty much.
So when you guys went out there and battled, you guys battled together.
Right. So not so much my senior year the same. The senior year was a little different.
Oh,
but we gotta talk about that.
No, I want to know what happened your senior year, Mark. I remember you had a really big year because I used to go to you guys' games because Mr. Walker's my cousin, so I used to go to y'all games, and you had some monster games.
Yeah.
I must say.
Yeah. You talking for my senior year?
Yeah.
So we went through a coaching transition. By far the worst coach I've ever played for in my life.
Oh.
Which coaches?
Tyrone Sullivan.
Oh, I agree. Terrible gym teacher too. Let me stop.
No, he was.
But he was kind of new to the city.
No, he sort of like.
No, we can't.
Tyrone Sullivan.
We can't give him that because he coached that classical.
I got a question. Did he look like Reggie Jackson? A bootleg Reggie Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He did coach at classical. He also was the girls' varsity coach for a long time.
Yeah, but making that transition.
That was a bad.
But it's basketball, bro. Yeah. It's basketball, whatever. You don't have a winning record at all when you're with the girls.
Yeah.
You don't have a winning record. No, listen. Then you transition into boys. Yeah, when you have a team like we had, and you're shell subbing, 5 in, 5 out.
Oh yeah, I do recall hearing that.
Like we had to have a conversation. Like we sat down and had a conversation at the table. It was like, yo, listen, we starting to cook, and you subbing 5 out.
That's like CYO basketball. Like when you were a kid, where you sub 5, and that's what I used to do as a CYO coach. I sub 5
and that's what he did. I think to be honest with you, I think he took a kind of a disliking to when the beginning of the season they tell him they said rookie coach has to rely on senior big man. Mark Lewis, he didn't take that well at all. I was in the Who's Who, the USA Today's Who's Who.
Okay.
From Massachusetts, and he didn't like that at all. Like,
wow.
So he. I mean, I'm not trying to say he was hating on me, but he just wasn't a good coach.
That sounds like hate to me.
I mean,
it does. It's hate at the highest degree.
Right, but
if he would be a black belt in karate as a hate on my man Mark Lewis.
I had some characters on my team. Well, I had one character on my team that I felt like kind of hurt us a lot when we played.
Name?
Lewis Dillard.
Oh, I'll give you a applaud on that one.
Lou by far
talented player.
I was about to say Lou by far is probably the most talented player to graduate in 1998, and I graduated in '98.
Did he?
He soft as tissue paper.
Oh, did he need to go to Wizard of Oz for a heart?
Yeah, I mean, there's no secret about it, man.
Like,
he didn't play no D.
Mm-hmm.
You bumped him a little bit. He came out of his game.
Yeah,
but you guys were able to overcome some of that, and
we had a really good core with Demetrius Van got rest his soul.
No, Demetrius Van passed away.
Yeah, he passed. A couple of years, or more than a couple, almost. It's going on 10.
That was one guard in your era that I loved seeing play. He had a lot of shifty moves, like crossovers was crazy. Could shoot really fast.
Yep.
Seemed like he had a great. I didn't know the kid, but seemed like he had a great attitude for the game.
Played for Elms College,
and he was tough. God rest his soul, man.
One of the better point guards I played with. Me and D connected real well. We used to catch a lot of alley-oops and stuff like that together. We had Hassan, Muhammad, big man.
Yes,
he was good.
I remember him.
We Pat Strange was also on that team too. Me and Pat were the only two varsity players to return from the year before.
Yeah, the reason why I bring that up, right? Because you're when you're coaching at Bay State,
right,
and Renaissance, you got to deal with a lot of personalities.
Nah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you're dealing with all those type of personalities, a great coach or a good coach tries to figure out how to make everything work. You're always going to have, you're always going to have some in-house fighting.
Yeah,
you guys are all on the court. That is the testament of a good coach or a great coach. So me, myself, I just, when I see these things and you hear about these things, I'm more about the come together type stuff because kids have to know that there's always going to be somebody that you don't like. There's always going to be somebody that that thinks they better than you and stuff, but you're still going to have to get that job done. So sometimes you have to put your emotions to the side for the greater purpose of trying to win as a team and as a unit.
Well, I mean, as a coach, that's what you have to teach out the gate. I mean, the only way you win is and winning, not meaning as in games, just winning as a whole, as a coach and with a team, is bringing a bunch of personalities together and making them all fight for one thing that you want to do.
Yeah.
And winning is it. That's it. And that's the catalyst. And that's how you teach. Being a basketball player, I never deterred the in-house squad.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have it, and you need it, and it's energy release.
Yeah.
And at the end of it all, you have to build it back up. Like, okay, fine, y'all don't like each other once you pass those black lines.
Right.
That's cool. Y'all don't have to. But once you're here, you got to fight together. We're all fighting for this one name that's on our jersey.
And I think that, at that year, 97, 98, that was a tough year. I mean, think about it. We were looking at that list. There's some tough people on that list, and he won it 2 years back to back.
Oh yeah, nah, he
Adam Harrington.
Yeah, man, he's legit, bro. Like, this is the thing. What everybody don't understand about Adam is Adam lived in the Pioneer area.
Where they took cows, right?
Huh? Yeah. It's,
You need to stop saying that.
I'm sorry, Adam. I was one of your biggest fans. I loved how you play the game. I'm sorry.
Right.
I mean,
you be milking cows your damn self, so stop doing that.
But the Athol area, he was from that area. But Adam played in every big camp that you know what I'm saying. So like, it's just like taking a shark and putting him in a small pond. Yeah. He's gonna dominate, and that's what he did. But see, the thing about it is that everybody's talking about, oh, he got to play since he was in 8th grade. Okay, he was killing in 8th grade. Oh, he's only playing up there. He came into the city, he smacked everybody he played in the city.
And dominated.
Yeah. Smacked everybody in the city. Listen, NC State doesn't recruit a kid from Pioneer Valley that can't play the game.
So basically what you're saying
is
that it doesn't matter where you play at or what level you play at, coaches are always watching.
If you're good, you're good. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
If you're a good basketball player, you're going to, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that went along with it. He went to 5-star. Before it was just this traveling 5-star. He went to the 5-star that you go and stay down in North Carolina, Killdeer. You know what I'm saying? He went to ABCD, Killdeer. You know what I mean? So like, this kid wasn't some like pushover white boy from out in the cuffs that is killing everybody out there. He's killing everybody.
Everyone.
He's killing everybody. Like, yo, he had 30 points on Duke.
Oh, amazing. You went there with my boys.
I'm just saying.
30 is 30.
I'm just saying, if he was...
What did he give Carolina? 40?
I don't know.
No, he never
not
did
at all.
that.
No, Carolina shut him down. Matter of fact, I think that was the time when, like...
You don't even have to bring it up.
Yeah, I think Pollard was there and all
He
that.
put 30 on Duke. That's all
Nah, he did. Nah, but
continue with the conversation.
And he put like 40 on Putnam.
Yeah, he did. He dumped 40 on Putnam.
Well, we know that. That was easy money.
Right. But he did it. But wait. In '98, he also killed SciTech that had Mark G and all them. You know, the year before he had killed.
Listen, don't be belling them out.
He killed Holyoke.
How did he kill you guys, though?
They wouldn't play us.
Oh, they didn't play us.
They wouldn't play us. We called up there too.
You called.
The coach called up there for a play.
So what y'all have put on him?
Be honest with you, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I'm not gonna say I can't say that we don't get beat either. I can't say it because Adam is the problem. But they had Chris Kacklemeyer who would have killed Lou Dillard.
Oh.
Chris Kacklemeyer is the second player. He would have killed his
brother, Kevin.
Yeah, they had Kevin.
They had a good team. Pioneer was tough.
It was a tough team. When we got beat by 30 and when Adam would have 40, nah, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
Shouts out for Putnam in that 97 team.
Boy, these Putnam digs, man. I'm about to go in. But I'm being nice.
But the thing about it is Adam was 6'6". He had a 40-inch vertical, and he was like 36 or 37.
Yeah, and he dunked on somebody from Putnam too.
Yeah, he dunked on a
came off the rim.
We don't know who it was though.
No, y'all know. We just ain't gonna call his name.
I don't remember. I was at the game, but I forgot.
Was it 97?
I was talking junk to him.
God rest his soul. I think it was Lenny, wasn't it?
Maybe off the tap because somebody from Pioneer missed the jumper. And he came from nowhere and banged.
Listen. He's legit, man. Come on, man. 2,000 points.
Unbelievable.
2,000 points. Like, come on, man. That's just putting up buckets, man. Like, how many times did you look on the news and they'd be like, oh, Central had 44. Oh, and Adam Herring had a 50-point game this.
So he pretty much had the papers to himself.
Yeah, they was writing about it. Well, come on.
Did you see him in the state game, in the championship game? He had 56 points with 6 minutes left, and he fouled out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Imagine
if he would have played them 6 minutes.
He was legit, but we had legit players all over, though. Like,
I didn't have 56 legit.
No, we didn't.
But didn't have 56 legit.
We didn't. No, we didn't.
I get it, but no.
We didn't at all. But if you think about it, though, he was the big fish in a small pond.
Yeah.
So there wasn't people that could really try to go at him like that. He ain't having 56 on all of us in the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you think about what we had in the city. At any point, somebody can catch
You're
it.
right. He didn't go 56 on everybody.
No.
But he did go 40.
He did go 40 on a lot of people.
But
see these guys, it's a dangerous topic.
No, because he had 40.
It's a dangerous topic.
No, because he had 40 on Putnam. I want to say he had like 40 on Holyoke. I want to say that he had like 38
on SciTech.
Like
so SciTech was there.
Yeah, I told you they called it.
There was four schools that called it. I want to say it was Putnam. Was it Putnam, Commerce,
SciTech,
and
Holyoke.
Okay.
City teams, yeah.
Yeah, nah. He came down and did his thing.
He did. He averaged like 37.
Was now who was on that Commerce team over there?
I don't even know.
I don't know either. Kevin Krebs, maybe?
Was Chris Jenkins over there?
No. Chris was gone by then.
Oh, so Chris was gone. That group was gone by then.
Yeah.
That Commerce team
had. Chris graduated in 97.
So, but he was so that 97 year.
It might have been Chris. I don't know.
No, it wasn't.
No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not where I'm going.
I think it was 98.
Like I said, we like to give everybody their flowers, right?
Right.
And so you guys played against Chris Jenkins and them guys.
I played with Chris on AAU.
I'm getting there.
Go ahead. We played Rick's 5 together. I mean, he was a big Will Express guy, but he played a lot with Rick 5.
Okay.
I seen Chris Jenkins get a lot of problems.
Now, how good was he?
Chris was legit. Chris was filthy.
Yeah.
Filthy. I've seen him cook some of the top college players.
Who?
From Rhode Island. What's his name?
Tyson Wheeler.
I was in that game. He cooked.
That's impressive. I heard about that.
He cooked Tyson.
That's why I said his name.
Yeah, he cooked.
He put him on wheels.
Yeah, he put him on wheels. Nah,
You're
yeah.
not talking about Willis on State Street.
No, wrong Willis. I'm talking about that on a car.
I'll be real honest with you.
That jerky stuff.
I'll be real honest with you, man. We did a lot of traveling around New England and watching Chris. Chris made me into who I am. He had a big part in who I am.
Yeah,
nice.
And so,
nice.
So I think you guys didn't they put a team together? I think it was that '97 year, and I think they grabbed a bunch of Western Mass kids. I think Chris, yourself, but I'm not too sure who were the other guys on that team. I believe it was like a. I think did you guys play BABC or something like that?
Yeah, we played BABC.
So who was on that team, and how did you guys do? I wasn't here because I was in the military.
Damn, you heard about that?
I do homework, man.
Okay, so we we ended up going up to Boston and playing in the Biv 10.
Yep.
And they had Jonathan DePina, Shannon Crooks, a couple of the big names that were coming out on BABC.
Now, who was on our home team?
Me, Daryl Denson.
Oh, okay, D-Trey.
Yep. Chris Jenkins. And then there was a couple of other, like Pete Cavett.
Pete Cavett from Holyoke. Tough, gritty player.
From Holyoke. There was a bunch of other guys. I mean,
you don't have to say other guys, but I know what you mean by you said other guys.
Was it like
they were
hood workers?
They probably been like other living lives that they just, hey, we're gonna just add you to the club.
Nah, not at all.
No,
not at all.
Put them back out.
There's just a lot of there's just so many people that were there that did work that game that you can't remember everybody. But
yeah, I got you. But those names that were mentioned on that team were guys that you remember.
Yeah.
Now, how much did they put? How much did they give you?
What you mean?
Well, how much you guys get beat by?
I'm
sure you had
BABC.
No, we beat them.
Y'all beat BABC?
Yeah, we beat them.
Because didn't Shannon Crook go one?
He went, yeah. So then Pena. Yeah, we won. I mean, I'm gonna be real honest with you. When we traveled with Rick, we didn't really lose a lot.
Wow. But that wasn't with Rick at the time. That was a whole different thing. That was. Think about it. That's the high school Western.
Oh, you're talking about top 80. You're talking about the top 80. That's what you're talking about. Chris and them wasn't with me when we went to top 80.
Well, who was on the top? No, but who was on that? I think you. All right. So say what? So one was Rick's 5.
Yeah, that was my AAU circuit.
That was the
You're talking about
circuit.
the top high school team. That was the top 80.
Yeah, but that wasn't a high school team. They put a high school team together when they went out. When they they came in there and played. I think they did. Remember, they did it at a few years back. Remember Taylor Martin and all them guys? They put it on that. They had the junior team and the freshman team.
Man, I played so many games. I don't even know what you're talking about.
All right, so we just gonna skip past that because we get old. So, but I think it might come back to you. But I'm quite sure that those names that you mentioned. Maybe that was the Rick's 5 team.
I think it was the Rick's 5 team, bro. Because the only thing I can remember about a high school team when I was in high school was the top 80, and we ended up going out and we was playing against a kid that was going to Kansas from the I want to say northern because it was north and east, west, south, and they played against each other. The teams played against each other.
Yeah, that was in my notes too.
Yeah,
I didn't know if it was called top 80. I thought it was the same.
No, it's called top 80. And we went out there and they put a team together that wasn't. It was a bunch of
Living Lives.
Jabronis.
It wasn't Living Line, but it was a bunch. It was so me and
Walmart workers.
Me and I think I was the only black kid on the team.
Yeah, Clifford Paul instead of Chris Paul.
Yeah. I think I was the only black kid on the team, and they went up there shook, and we. Me playing with Ricks and playing all over the place, I always had the mindset of like, we know who they are, they don't know who we are, and they don't know what our capability is.
Yeah,
right.
So I pretty much took over, was bringing the ball up, shooting the ball, doing everything that
it's a tough job.
Everything y'all seen me do, and we ended up winning that game.
Wow.
So okay,
but they had some good players, and they was trying to switch everybody off on me. It was crazy.
So crazy. And so from there, after the high school, right? Mm-hmm. You go to where?
Holyoke.
So you go to Holyoke.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And how was that?
Holyoke Community College made me into a way better basketball player than I ever thought I would be. Okay. I played under two legends of the area.
Now, who are these legends?
Kevin McCaskill and Shep.
Who's Shep?
William Shep.
William Shepard?
Excellent coaches.
Putnam.
Right.
Yeah. Excellent for that.
I mean, if we're gonna do that, let's run it down. Then let's say he coached at Commerce, then he coached at Central, then he became the Putnam coach.
Where did he have his most success at?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Beaver Nation, right?
No, he had his most success at Commerce, where he wanted Lahovich.
No, I'm not talking about as a player.
No, I'm just saying he had some good success at. He had good success at and everywhere he went. We're gonna go everywhere he went. He changed. Everywhere he went. He took y'all from being lemon limes and turned y'all into the state championships. That's what he did.
A monster.
Yeah, no.
And he was at Central before he went to Buck.
And the crazy
where he went on.
But the crazy thing about it, he did it in Putnam. He did it at Putnam. But
I think you gotta get an allergic reaction when I say that word Putnam. He won 5 Western Mass championships, and he's the first Division I team to win back-to-back state titles in the history of the sport in Western Mass history. The first team to win back-to-back Division I state titles.
Let's talk about before Shep got there. Okay, fine. So we'll just keep it there. We ain't gonna go no further. We're just gonna keep it there because my school's been winning state championships. My school's the only school that put a pro basketball player in. Out. So
I give it to y'all. Y'all have
the one that came out 83.
Y'all have
81.
What was it?
81.
Yeah, but
he can't even say that. He can't say that.
Yeah, exactly.
He goes 1, 2, 3. He's gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5.
See, Trav. I love you.
You know what I mean?
But they gotta
one or 8 in it. He won't say it. My bad. I'm sorry.
Trav see you put them guys and be like, I want a martini. How many olives you want?
The only thing Trav don't want is Kunzilla though.
He doesn't want Kunzilla.
They don't want Kunzilla.
So
just like somebody else in the studio don't want none of Kunzilla, but I mean that's for another
topic. The funniest thing is that only people that see Kunzilla is Kunzilla. I see him as Kunzuki.
Kunzuki.
That's Kunzuki. Kunzuki.
Bottom of your shoes.
Come on, Kunzuki. He's not the Kun Rona. He's the flu Rona.
See, I was being very nice.
We brush flus off. Come on, man. We already been there, man. You try to come at me. We already been there. You already know this.
How we getting over here? We supposed to be talking about McCaskill and Will Shepard.
Right.
And the people want to know how was your college?
I'm sorry, I went off the subject.
Did I tell you that to be disrespectful?
Yes.
Did I tell you that?
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen and kids.
Can we get back to William Shepard and Coach McCaskill? Were they both good coaches?
Yeah, oh man.
Okay.
The best two coaches I've ever played for. And I'm not gonna front my coach in West Virginia was pretty dope too. He two really good ones.
That was
Mountain State.
Mountain State. Okay.
But being at
what's his name?
His name is Bob Bolin and Dave Barksdale. Those two guys. Barksdale is actually a legend in West Virginia. He won 12 state championships, I think, one playing. West Virginia.
So Bob Bolin was the head coach.
Yeah, Bob Bolin's the head coach. But what's crazy about it is that Bob Bolin ran Dave Barksdale's offense,
which is dope.
Which is real dope, and he was the assistant there, so he could tweak it for him.
I got that, but people want to know what was it like in practice with McCaskill and William Shepard. We're gonna get to Barksdale and
okay
at some point, but we want to know because you're a coach, right?
Right.
And so some of the coaching stuff that you do, I'm quite sure they're a reflection of how you are on the court.
Without a doubt.
And it could be from Barstow or Bowling.
I think I take a lot from a lot of the coaches I've been around and try to.
But let's stick with that.
But I'm gonna go.
Practice.
I'm gonna go. Practice was very intense.
Okay.
Anybody who knows McCaskill and Shep, intensity is their middle name. Both of them.
Intense.
And how they both worked under the same roof was phenomenal to me, because you would think the personalities
were clash.
Yeah, because they're both alpha males. And it just is what it is. This is just me giving respect to my coaches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shep really pushed the defensive end of basketball. He really pushed not taking plays off. He took the just having a whole lot of heart.
Okay.
And
he wanted you to be competitive and compete
every time. And McCaskill was on the same level, but he also wanted you to do offense properly too. The intensity of the game was so crazy that like you would lose a game and we would drive home and not be able to eat. Like they would not stop for us to get nothing to eat.
Well, maybe I need to stop the tape. Look at that.
That's cruelty.
I mean, in this day and era, you know, that's a 51A.
Yes, that's DCL.
But you know what? You guys were grown men.
Yeah, we were grown men.
This was.
I know, so I don't need no peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, man.
But you know the craziness was it wasn't really about him not wanting to feed us. It was more of like we never really wanted to ask either. You know what I'm saying? Because when we did ask, he would stop. But he was so upset about the loss that he was just focused about like trying to get back.
And so,
but we made a lot of noise at Julio.
So
with your brother, me,
yeah,
Mike James, the three guys from South Carolina.
Was Click there at that time?
No. I was right after Josh Presley and Owen Goodwin.
Oh, okay. So them guys were just
left, and then
you guys came.
Then I came in the next year, and they had made a lot of noise that first year with them guys.
Yeah.
And then when I came in, I changed the dynamic again.
Yeah.
Which I'm not trying to just put me out there like that, but I did. I was a big guy.
I remember I was able to get back to.
Right.
So I was able to see some of those games, and I still remember some of the players that was over there. Mm-hmm. I think they had
we had Corey Jernigan from Hartford, who was
was that Candies?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
Corey Jernigan,
who was tough.
Little cousin. And
you had Brian James that would jump out of the gym from South Carolina.
Yep, and then we had his cousin JR, another South Carolina kid he was a 6'5" point guard.
Yeah.
And then we had his other cousin who played too, Greg. Yep.
So y'all had a respectable team.
They had a real good team.
We brought Julio their first state championship.
Yeah. Was Danny Coles on that team?
No. I don't remember no Danny Coles.
He transferred from Morgan State. So he said.
I don't know Danny Coles.
Okay. Oh, he wasn't. Okay. Oh, you don't even know. Okay.
You gotta stop me.
I know. I know.
You gotta stop
Coles.
The man was trying to tell us about something. And let him tell about these guys.
I gotta stop.
We haven't got to the states or whatever.
So the worst decision of my life was to leave and go out to Nebraska. I should have stayed that second year there.
Now, what's the name of that team?
McCook. It's actually the same. It's part of the same school that the kid from West Springfield that ended up going to play overseas that played at
Joe Ragland.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same Mid Plains.
Yeah, I think I spoke to you before. I think you said Larry Gilbert went there.
Larry Gilbert went there. Sean Smith went there. So Sean went there first. Then Larry.
Who's Sean?
Sean Smith.
Oh, okay.
Then Larry told the coach about me. The coach called me, and they pretty much get a whole bunch of Division I schools that go there. So for me, it was a no-brainer. But I didn't know that I had a bunch of Division I schools looking at me at Hollywood. I found out about
So that's a higher level at the school you went to in Nebraska than NCC.
So we played against the Jayhawk division, which if you ever heard of it, it's like it was, at the time it was one of the top Division One JUCO divisions you can play in. We played in that division.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I said, and you know, it was a Division One. Holyoke was a Division Two JUCO, and McCaskill had changed the dynamics of how it was out there, and he was getting players there that was making noise because Josh Presley like made a whole lot of noise where he was getting schools to come there. So obviously, once you get
there was
Josh.
Listen, you know, Josh is nice.
Yeah, but before there
was some other guys too.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
Josh was killing them.
Josh gave somebody 48. None of y'all. But he gave some school 48. Y'all going with Trav. He gave them Eagles 48.
But we're not.
Let's set that.
What did you give the Eagles?
My 25 against them.
25 against the Eagles?
Which, when you think about it, it's been Edgar Padilla, Trav, Goodell, Ahmad.
How much y'all get beat by?
Huh? In that game? Probably like 18, but they were national ranked.
What year?
They were national ranked.
Because we can go look at it. Because I remember there was like a year where they didn't.
89.
Yeah, where they gave one team 100 points or something.
Oh no, wasn't us.
No, y'all got the 81 from one player.
Wait. I didn't get the 81. You said the team I'm on.
I mean, listen. These are like, if anybody gets upset about this, what's being said here, like it's all in the papers. We all can see it. You know what I'm saying? We all can see it. It is what it is. I get it. Putnam in the 2000s, y'all are really reputable. Before that, really not that reputable. Y'all had great players, but didn't win much. But that, y'all can blame that on the coach. But how much of the coach can y'all blame? He's not shooting buckets. But
you can't do that.
You can't.
5 in and 5 out. You can't do that.
Not without a doubt. But once he changed it up, we start. Once something changed it up, we started winning.
Right. You can't sit back there because
I'm gonna say this.
Players as well.
We lose those games that he was subbing us 5 in and 5
Rest
out.
in peace to my coach Butler. But when you put in DC on varsity before me, and I'm on JV, no, I'm not a JV player. Is that coaching?
Sometimes you missed it. I mean, Jordan got cut. People make mistakes, brother.
That's big mistake when you're putting Danny Cole.
Wait. So
serious?
We already just said it. It was a big mistake. Whoever took Michael Jordan's spot.
You got Mike on your phone.
Yeah, that's my guy.
He dunks. He's crazy.
That's my guy.
So, but come on, let's go. Come on,
let's go. I know I'm getting off.
We got to throw them off.
So all I was saying is, yeah, there was great players before Josh.
No, Josh was dope.
But I'm just talking about the dynamics of McCaskill. McCaskill wasn't the coach at the time.
So he changed it.
He changed the dynamic of, like I said, okay, so from there I made the region player. I made the All-American. I was a consistent All-American coming out and going into the next year. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I just, when you're chasing your dream, you know what I mean, and you hear about, Larry Gilbert's going to Bethune-Cookman. This guy's going to Illinois. This guy's going to USC. You know what I'm saying? We got to recruit. It gives you motivation. It's like, okay, well, I need to be in this mix. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that I have a better chance, but not knowing that, if I would have stayed at Holyoke, I would have probably did the same, made my own noise. You know what I mean? Who knows? But
they were definitely coming. I want to throw this in there a little bit too. I consider Josh Presley like hypertension. Mm-hmm. It's a silent killer.
Yeah,
that's how deadly Josh.
Well, the thing about Josh is Josh is one of those players. I call it once you open the wound with him.
Yeah.
And once the wound is open,
don't talk junk to that guy.
Once the wound is open, it's about to be
ugly. Yes.
He's gonna size
what
up. And the thing about it is with Josh is he's one of those guys that, like, if he sees this ball go through the hoop, it's gonna go through a whole lot more.
Nothing flashy, but then when you see the scoreboard, you're like, "Damn, this guy just dropped 35 on."
How'd he do it?
We're gonna move a little bit forward.
Yeah, true.
We want to read out some of our Lohovich winners. We're gonna start our way down. We're going to go from
2001,
2021
21
to 1996.
to 1996. And we want to make sure that we give everybody their flowers. Like I said, this podcast is about their flowers. And so we're going to read out the list. And, well, Cooney is. Let's go.
Coonzilla, you mean?
Coonzilla, my fault.
Zuki.
Okay, shout out to the Lahovich winners. 2021, Stephon Triplet out of Putnam. 2020, Kobe Parker out of Chicopee. 2019, Taylor Martin out of Putnam. 2018, George Torres out of Central. 2017, Michael Murray out of Amherst. El Chapo. 2016, Tyon Malone out of Putnam. 2015, Ty Nichols out of Putnam. Man, a lot of Putnam guys. Anyway, 2014, Dave Morrell out of Putnam.
And that's where it is.
No, 2013. He's very disrespectful. This guy, I love him, but he's so disrespectful, man. Okay, 2013, K1 Bynum out of Putnam. 2012, a split decision. Alex Lopez from Commerce, Terrell Springer out of Central. 2000.
What'd you say it was?
Split decision.
Who's the other guy?
Alex Lopez out of
I
Commerce.
was talking about that.
Terrell Springer.
From where?
From Holyoke. No, Central.
You better get that right.
All right. I need glasses. No, you go Central.
You don't know more Putnam guys on there. Okay, let's go.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just stop. We ain't going there. Stop it at 96.
I know.
Trying to find some
Okay.
words.
No, see, y'all interrupting what I'm trying to say.
So the people can see
Okay.
That's where you stopped at.
It doesn't matter. It's 4 in a row, and we'll take that. Okay, 2011, Alex Gartzka out of Westfield.
Big kid.
He work at Jim Dandy's now?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say he graduated from college. Gartzka was nasty.
Oh, he was? I just didn't know about him.
No, he's nice.
You pointed me to something. 2010, Andre King out of Savage.
Yeah.
2009, Jarrell Neary or Nigerian. You want to give him a real good clap. He from Central. So.
Oh, yeah.
2008, Joe Ragland, West Springfield. Monster. 2007, Isaiah Wallace out of Savage.
Another monster.
A monster right here, I'm about to read. 2006, Sadell Jones out of Pittsfield. And Ray Wickles out of Holyoke Catholic. I don't know who he is, but I know Sadell Jones. Yeah. 2005, Josh Tate.
Another monster.
From where?
Didn't know him from Commerce. I'm sorry. I can't leave these Commerce guys out. 95. 2004, Will Dawkins, Commerce. Excellent player. 2003, Mike Bass, Commerce. 2002, John Williams from Long Meadow, one of the best guards that I've seen. He was tough. 2001, Mr. Underrated, who nobody give props, but he was hell. I don't care what nobody say. Sean Neal out of Cathedral.
Yes.
He worked us out our senior year.
It's really good.
Freshman, he worked us out.
He was really good. He doesn't get the credit that he deserves. Another player that didn't get credit that he deserved.
He was underrated.
He was.
No, definitely was underrated.
He was people down the kid. I hear it all the time. He can't do me. He wasn't. That kid, I worked at basketball camp.
He was a solid player.
No. Handle, jump shot, tough.
Play D.
So that's what you consider underrated?
No, he just didn't get the credit that a lot of players got. Everybody like, oh, he ain't nothing. Cathedral kid. No, he gave y'all the business with the capital B.
Yeah.
Okay, another underrated player, 2000, Mike Martin out of Cathedral. Definitely really good player. Oh, this kid was good too. Steve Zaya out of Hopkins Academy. Really good shooter. 1998 and 1997 repeat winner, Mr. Adam Harrington from Pioneer Valley.
Does he still lead the state with the most scores?
Oh yes, yes he does.
Hold on. I gotta get him for both years.
Oh,
no doubt.
And 1996, such a talent right here. Larry Gilbert from Holyoke.
I think he split that though. He split that with Pat Freeman, didn't he? No.
We're not going past it. Stop looking at this. Come on.
Oh.
Just don't lean back. Alright. So, I think we brought up, we're going to ask a little bit about it because we still got to keep going a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know how much time we ran off, but we still got to keep going.
Okay.
What about we're going to skip past the basketball stuff with the coaching and stuff.
Okay.
Now, what was it like to coach with your brother at Bay State?
I learned a lot. Well, let's be clear. Like 2 years earlier, we had found out we were brothers.
Nice.
What's that got to do with the segment?
So
that's a sad moment.
No, it's not a sad moment.
That's a great moment.
No, I know, but it's
so personality-wise, I've known Dion his whole. See, let me get into it.
I see the similarity.
Personality-wise, I've known Dion his whole life, or not his whole life, but he known me for a long time. I've known him for a long time.
Yeah.
Coaching with him is knowing the X and O's and preparing kids to be successful. Dion is great at
detail.
I mean, so what Dion is good at is he's great at seeing somebody who can potentially fit in the system that he's putting together and then building them to be that player that he needs them to be. When we started, we had absolutely nobody there at Bay State.
Yeah.
Everybody was under 6 feet, and we made noise that we shouldn't have made, and it was clearly and solely because of Dion.
Wow. Really good coach.
He's an
excellent
coach.
Excellent.
We had him here right before you.
Right.
And I done gave him all of his praise. I just the way he knocked over.
I know that was very rude.
But the only reason why I bring it up is because the experience that you were able to do over there. You were a part of that.
Yeah, no, without a doubt.
Who else was Steve Rodriguez part of that?
No, he definitely was not a part of that at all.
He wasn't?
No.
Oh.
Not if you actually gonna bring up his name,
I don't know.
I don't.
He has nothing to do with Dion's issues and stuff.
Can I ask?
Keep that out of the thing, out of the show.
See, Steve, I
apologize.
I have no problems with Steve Rodriguez.
Exactly.
I like Steve.
Steve.
That goes further along with Dion him.
It's a competitive thing.
No, without a doubt. But to be real honest with you, man, like working in individual workouts, getting kids to buy into systems, realizing, at the time we didn't have much to work with, but he worked. I mean, we worked. But I can't say I gave much to what he was doing. I was just there for the.
But you're
a big part of it.
Listen, you're a big part of it.
No, without a doubt. I'm not taking away from my standpoint, but what I'm saying to you is that at the moment that I was with him, now this is not my first time coaching on the sideline because I had coached at Renaissance before with Dave Williams. But coaching with him, he took the lead. So it was more
easier.
It was more for me to be absorbing and being able to implement into the JV what he needed for me to do for them to be ready for him.
Right, yeah.
That he really was the catalyst. That's what I'm trying to push. And I'm not trying to like, because my brother gave him brownie points, nothing on that aspect. I'm just giving credit where credit's due for being in the system. Now you've been there with him. At that point, y'all rolling when you come in. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, y'all, believe me, because if you would have seen what we had before, and not saying Bay State had any kind of super talent or nothing, but y'all way further along than we were when we first started.
No.
Did Dion ever have to scold either one of y'all because y'all both?
Oh, I got kicked out of practice.
Oh, how about you, Mr. Lewis?
I got kicked out of
Y'all
practice.
both live, Mr. Clyde Lewis.
Yeah.
Did Dion have to scold you guys? Well, he said he got kicked out of practice.
No, I did.
What about you?
Me and another coach got kicked out of practice.
I see just a smile, but he avoided.
Did you?
Okay. Come on.
So this is
it can go in.
No.
Can it go in, Mark?
Listen.
If he doesn't answer.
Nah, he's gonna answer. If you don't answer though, you gonna get it.
But it was nothing major. One of the kids, I started to become close with and stuff like that. And Dion had got really upset with that one kid. And I'm still trying to get the kids together and keep going.
You went against the coach.
Huh?
You went against the coach to defend him?
Right, but the kid messed up.
Right.
He messed up bad. But the crime that the kid did didn't fit the punishment that Dion was given.
Well, I mean,
and that's his choice.
No, but Dion,
So he tried to give him 20 years on stealing candy?
But Dion,
he was like Ronald Reagan.
but Dion is that guy though. But that's who he is.
Yeah, he is.
His search is dominant.
He's really.
I was mad. I said, we went off on him and this and blah, 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 and all this other stuff, right? And he knew I was mad.
There was no cussing involved.
No.
Okay.
We don't get down like that.
No.
I said, listen, we went to the room. We, even went over to West or whatever. And I said, listen, I'm going to fight for my kids. That's it. I'm going to fight for my kids. Right? So after we fought for my kids, I think that Saturday we had like a group practice at the South End or whatever. I was still mad. So Dion's sitting there with his hands folded like, come here, man. You still mad? Let me give you a hug. I ain't want no damn hug. He gave me the hug anyway. But we ended up leaving alone and just moving around. But that's probably the only one that we ever clashed at.
So at the time when we started, it was me, him, and Jim Price. Those are the three coaches.
Oh, Arsenio Hall?
Yeah, well, I mean, he was
Jim, my guy.
He was part of the
I love Jim. I love Jim Price.
So that's fams.
I gotta be nice.
He was part of those.
I love Jim.
He was part of those shellackings that Putnam got. He was a part of those.
This guy.
Was he not on those teams?
Yes, I know.
Okay, so here we go, right?
But you're going to Putnam and we're not talking about Putnam.
Jim Price is going off on the kids, and
Jim Price goes off.
Koski, I can't pronounce it. Yeah. So Jim's going off, and Jim had on a half shirt.
He had a belly shirt on.
He had a shirt on that wasn't fully. You're a thin guy, so you don't know about it. But you know how if you put on a small shirt and lift your shirt up,
it turns into a bra.
It comes up. I'm not gonna say it turns into a bra, but it just came up past.
Don't watch this episode.
It came up.
Don't watch it.
It came up.
This guy is so disrespectful.
It came up past the crescent of the belly, and he was screaming.
Above the belly.
So it was way above. It was way above.
So he was like the longest yard.
No, so
crazy boy.
Nah, he didn't look like that.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
Did he have Rolls
Nah, so pretty much.
Let me stop.
So pretty much, if somebody's going off on the kids, you're supposed to kind of keep a straight face. But I'm in the building. Yeah. So you already know I got jokes already. Yeah. So as soon as it went on, he was done. It got real quiet. I was like, "Damn, Jim, I didn't know you was 8 months pregnant." And all the kids and everybody fell out, and Dion was like, and Will Casper was like falling all over the floor, laughing hard. And
oh man!
Like, you know what? And he pointed at Will. Was like, "Hey, y'all gotta leave." I'm like, "Yo, you kicking me out? I'm a coach." He's like, "No, I need y'all gone because we're not getting nothing done." So yeah, he had on the high shirt.
That's good times. That's really good times.
That's not me shooting. That's not me shooting at Jim. I mean, I've been there. Everybody's been there.
That shirt crazy.
It's a part of what.
But listen,
I mean, you went through some things.
Yeah.
Mark, there was no reason for you to bring Jim Price's problem with you and Dion. You didn't have to explain it.
No, he asked me
All
why I
you
got kicked
said
out.
was an issue that, and he asked an issue. Did you ever have an issue? You went into deep
No,
Yo, Jim,
What about that, Jay?
basically, Jim, you had Jim Price had a Leroy from Fame half shirt on.
Stop.
Yo, listen. My thing is this. If I'm going to tell a story, right, and if you're going to ask me a question, I'm going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you exactly what happened.
That.
This is what it is. I mean, if you get upset, like I said before,
We're not upset.
No, I'm not talking about you. Anybody who sees it.
Well, talk to the kid.
No, I mean anybody who sees this is upset. Y'all can come talk to me about it.
I like that.
It's just the truth about what it is. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
Like I'll tell a story about anything that happened.
That was still
About Greenleaf?
No, I don't know what. Oh yeah, I definitely tell that story.
I
definitely.
No, we ain't going.
So let me ask you this question, right? So, like you played in the Hubbard League.
Oh yeah, I knew this was coming.
No.
I played in the Hubbard League.
So what?
Mark got MVP at Hubbard
a few times.
When did you get MVP? I never heard you get MVP at Hubbard.
He got one MVP award that
He never got MVP.
Yes, he did, man.
I got twice.
Mark, you never got MVP at Hubbard.
Yes, he did.
I have won an MVP of it.
So you are admitting that you got MVP at the...
I don't got 20, but I got a scratch ticket that's 20 on it.
I have gotten.
Yes, the Mike Vaz posterizer.
Oh, so he got posterized.
Oh,
No. I love Mark. Mark's my guy.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. Okay. Here's the deal.
Hold on, wait.
I knew it was coming.
Hold on.
Because you said the Superman, y'all thought y'all was funny looking at each other like.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Superman. Let me give you eye contact. Because we about to talk about that. Get the hell out of here. God Silky and his friend right here. Let's talk about it. Mike Vaz was a phenomenal athlete, right? Without a doubt. No excuses. Was I in my prime?
No, you wasn't.
No, I was definitely on my way out.
You were
34.
Somebody said that you just came from Nebraska.
No,
Mark wasn't Mark.
I was having my daughter at the time.
No, Mark wasn't. Mark wasn't.
I was having my daughter. I was having my daughter at the time. And it's all cool. What happened is that I chased Benedict Gordon down the lane.
Yeah.
And he dumped it, and I turned right into it.
Oh, okay.
There was nothing I can do about it. It's fine. Listen, all you guys who are talking about...
You said... Let's talk to the camera.
Let's talk about it.
You said certain things in the past...
You're not let me say what I gotta say. All you guys who want to say that it ended my career, cool. Hubbard is where your career began and ended. Y'all can have that. Fine. But let's talk about all the people that I put on posters.
Who did you?
We don't need to go there.
No. One name. I just want one name.
We need to go. No, we don't need to go there. But the thing about it is that like if you play real basketball,
you've been dunked on. Of course,
you've been dunked on. I am a real basketball player from point A to point B. That was a great play by two great players. The craziness about it is that people want to bring it up about me getting dunked on. That just shows the type of player that I was. Because if it was you getting dunked on, they wouldn't say nothing. And if it was you getting dunked on,
wait a minute,
say nothing. Let's keep it a buck.
Okay. If that's the way you feel. So since we're gonna do it, so
I'm glad I wasn't on that receiving end.
Since nobody ain't no concerned about us, that's why you in the middle chair.
Right.
So since you're in the middle chair, what happened after you got dunked on? What did you do?
I went off.
Did you went off?
I heard different stories. No. I'm not even funny. They said Mark Lewis took his shirt. I said, not my man Mark.
That's a damn lie on my daughter. I don't never. He said took his shirt off. That means that I walked off the floor. That's a damn lie. And
did you walk off?
No, I actually ended up having like 27 points in that game. I did not walk off the court at all.
I believe he did.
This is a very hostile.
Because I was not hostile. No.
Listen, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, people are going to make anybody who wasn't there. They're going to make the story out to be what they want to be. Is Mike Vass a well-loved person in the hood everywhere? Hell yeah.
He's a good ball player.
Is Mark Lewis a well-loved person? No.
Wait.
I disagree.
Like I said,
hold on. No. So you're trying to say that my name is synonymous with Mike Vass?
Yes.
Not at all.
Are you serious?
Yes, it is.
You really believe so?
I do. I can say it because I've seen you.
Yes, that's why.
I've seen you play in your prime.
No, that's what I'm saying to you.
So I would say
different.
First is era different.
Listen. I'm gonna put it like this.
See, I don't like to reverse it and give back his pop.
Yeah.
I already told you.
Take it short. That's taking it short. That's a Lewis Dillard move. I would never do that. I would never get dunked on and take my shirt off and not finish a game. There's no play there's no player
that could make you do that
on earth that will make me stop competing.
I figured that.
At all. None.
But hold on, let me get back to something though.
Y'all better recognize where that story's coming from.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, folks. I should have said
we
that.
didn't expect this to go the way it's going right now.
We are fine.
But we just want to make sure that we.
I wanted the story right. I wanted the story right because
we wanted the right story.
I got dunked on. But
you gave a lot of people I seen you give it out.
I done crossed guards up, and me being supposed to be a guard, I done shot J's in people's eyes. I done punched people's shot off.
Have you broke ankles?
Oh, recently. I mean, last time I touched the basketball, I broke an ankle.
Alright, so I got another. So
and it said, "Oh shit."
It's Buddy Kid.
My bad.
Yes, it's Buddy Kid.
My bad.
See this?
Edit that out. That was what was said. All right, we move on. I know he banged on me. Okay, so where it can be, I'm just gonna take it as this. Where the lines can be misconstrued. Anybody who knows Mike Vass, he is a performer before anything. So he's gonna catch a dunk and he's gonna make you know he caught a dunk.
No, but
so he dunked the ball. He ripped his jersey off.
We're past that.
No, I thought we was talking.
We just talked about it for like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. My bad.
We don't want to stay there.
No, I'm not. I was just talking about the whole shirt situation.
We don't want to talk about the shirt situation no more, Mark. We already went through all of that. You expressed yourself on the camera so everybody can see. You looked over here, you looked back over here, and you said nobody wanted to talk to us because we're not the guy, and nobody wanted to talk to us because he's not the guy. And then you talk about you were underrated, but then you turn around and just said that because it was you, everybody paid attention because they ain't paying to me. Pay attention, but so that means you're not underrated.
You're not.
Glad we got this conversation to understand that you're not underrated.
You're not.
And this is why you're sitting in the middle chair because of the player who you are. You know what I mean? So respect is being given. Now, at the same time, you still. Okay, alright. So now can we move on?
Yeah.
Alright. But at the same time, we do know that you dunked on players.
Ugly too.
And I have said it.
Hey, I got a question.
In videos before, let me say this part.
Was Lou Dillard on any of them at Hubbard before?
Any dunks? Oh, I caught him.
Oh, I know. I've seen one.
I caught a few times.
Oh.
This is a Lou Dillard moment that I want to bring up, but that's going to be off camera.
Okay.
That was thrown up to me. So.
What happened? You didn't know?
Huh?
What you talking
With
me?
No. Something completely different.
Okay.
But
I heard a couple, but it's
it was more of a brotherly love type thing.
Brotherly love?
Yeah. So sometimes basketball you have your certain issues. Sometimes outside of basketball,
not a Floyd.
Y'all all can be on one page.
No, okay.
So
okay.
I got love for Lou Dillard and that whole Julio guys and my man here.
No, he played on. Yeah, he definitely played on our team.
I got love for all that, but we're into the coaching part of it.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
So how do we?
We was talking about the top outdoor teams or Hubbard, Greenleaf, and then we just went off to the right, and it just went crazy.
It did. It got very.
We just got to get back. We have.
And it shouldn't have been intense.
The intensity of it.
We got to see. Did it get intense?
Did it get intense?
I don't need intense, but it was good.
Okay, all right. So so we got a segment called Shoot or Pass.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
And you have to answer the question, but I think you will probably answer all these questions pretty easily.
Okay.
Because we asked some of these questions during the thing, and you keep looking over here.
I can't
stop looking over the cameras right here.
I don't have my glasses.
All of a sudden, we got cross-eyed. I tell you, questions are easy.
Okay,
all right?
let's go.
Just like I said,
no,
you don't need no limit on line. You already were hope we took that out. They don't even know you're a limit line yet.
Oh,
all right?
I'm a limit line.
No, you. Can we ask the questions?
Let's go.
All right. So you got to answer them as fast as you can and stuff like that.
All right.
10 seconds.
Right, and so you put it so they can see the cup. So if you don't answer and you choose to pass on the cup, then that's when you become a limit line.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean? So it's nothing like major.
Put the lemon, because you got the lemon cup.
I got lemon.
I got the line.
All right, let's go. Let's go. 10 seconds.
I'm getting tired of you taking over the show.
I'm not.
Let me ask the question.
I'm waiting on you, brother.
Good Lord.
Listen, I gotta be on a flight in Jamaica soon.
I know you do.
So
I'm gonna make sure you get there.
All right.
First question: shoot or pass?
Okay.
AAU or high school basketball?
High school basketball.
Nice.
And this is coaching, of course.
The high school basketball, there's you get to know kids a little better. You get to build your system. You get to work your system. You get people that get to work against you. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of sharpens you a little bit better for me. Like, people can game plan for you because they can see you. Like, a lot of times when you go to AAU, it's a team you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know you. So your system's going to work because they don't know what you're going to run. You know what I'm saying? But on AAU too, it helps you with adjusting. But I feel like when you play somebody more in a year, like, it makes you have to really work at it.
Yes. Good answer. Great answer.
The other thing too, do you think that is too many AAUs? That's not one of the 7. But
I do definitely think that there's a lot of upstarts. What I don't like about AAU is that if you're on the top tier, the bottom tiers can't break through. Only once in a while you see a bottom tier. I feel like if we're working with kids, you know what I mean, there's no question that there's levels to this. Yeah. But, you know, when you have a few players that can play at a certain level, they should be put on that level and not have to play down because of the fact that they're not an EYBL team or they're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my belief. But
now, do you still think the college coaches come to
high school games?
Right. Or you think they're just all at the AAU?
No, they don't come to college. I feel like the middle. I feel like the middle ones, the ones lower, D1, mid major down. They go everywhere to find kids because it's not as easy as access as it is now for the great ball players. Because you got guys who going into basketball Division I colleges, huge colleges that have over 4 million followers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't see these Division III players and like that, so you have to.
You don't think it's changing with some of these Division IIIs and
I think
playing in the NBA?
No, because they've been doing that for years. Though we got some major stars that
Dennis Rodman, you got Scottie Pippen,
and they played in the level that I played at, which is the NAI.
Yeah,
which is a Division I school, and at the time when I was there, we were ranked like 52 out of all 500 division schools, NCAA and NAI.
So if you was back in high school right now, right?
So if I was in high school right now,
and you're getting ready to have those same, not really the same offers.
If I was in high school,
do you think they would be looking for you more during the high school back then?
I'll tell you right now. Don't change where I play.
Yeah.
Let me play in the same school, and let me play one of those major schools in a hoop hall stage, and I definitely will get a look.
Well,
yes.
That's not necessarily because.
No, I'm telling you, I'm just.
Hold on, let me give an example, right?
Okay.
Because and maybe they did get looks or whatever, but when you bring that up, I think about what Putnam did to what was it? Arizona.
Corona. From Arizona.
Yeah,
I think their name is Corona.
Yeah.
Who's on that team?
Marvin Bagley
Mm-hmm.
played for the Sacramento Kings.
No. I'm saying, but who was on the Putnam team?
Ty Nichols.
Okay.
John Garcia.
Y'all beat them, right?
No,
They lost by 3.
They lost by 3 in overtime against a national level
right.
team.
Okay. And these guys played very well,
and they
didn't get into that Division 1 or Division 2.
Well,
They didn't have the Twitter and all that other stuff.
But that's what I'm saying to you though. That's what I'm saying to you though. There's levels to this. Now, I'm not saying that Ty Nichols isn't a great ball player.
Yeah, he is.
But size matters.
Well,
size matters.
But Trav didn't go in there.
Yeah, but the thing about it with Trav is
special.
Trav is a different type of player.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying, like I said, and I'm not taking away from Ty's game at all. But I'm just saying size does matter, especially going Division 1 and all that stuff. You have to be a special player to go D1 and be small.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, there's also a lot of luck that has to go with it too. Now, so
you're saying this is like the lottery?
No. So what I'm saying to you is this: the schools that were here when they were playing.
Yep.
Marvin Bagley went to Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
You can't.
No, he did. How dare you?
Where did he go?
He went to Duke. Don't ever say that.
Bagley did go to Duke. So
Kentucky.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You got Duke. You got Duke.
I think he plays for ShotRite. I think he plays for ShotRite.
Yo, so you got the Dukes, you got the UConn, you got those huge schools in there where they don't have to look at a Ty Nichols.
Yeah.
But say if there was like a Wichita State or a Nevada or something, you know what I'm saying? If they're in there and see Ty can fit in that.
Ty can play against anybody.
We know that, but that's because he's homegrown.
Yeah.
But
they don't know.
But Kostecki don't know this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't see him on an in and out on a day in and day out basis.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that personally, my size at the time, my athletic ability, and my
I see what you're saying.
Would stand out to be like,
his size and stuff.
He's a big guy, handle the ball, can shoot. He can play this level.
And let's face it, you would have destroyed this era. Yes. You would have destroyed this.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going.
We got to keep going, shooting past.
Yeah.
Can I ask someone?
I ask the question.
Yeah, I say there's good.
Well, let me ask the question.
Go ahead.
Do you prefer, as a coach, man-to-man or zone defense?
Is there a middle?
No.
There's a line.
Okay. I prefer man-to-man. I prefer man-to-man.
Why?
Because man-to-man allows you to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And man-to-man definitely forces you to move. Like you have to, the pace starts going. I don't want to slow down. I want to speed up. That's the system I like to run.
Yeah.
But do I feel like there's a necessity for a zone? Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Without a doubt. And there's a necessity for every zone that's out there.
Right, but we're asking when he asks these questions.
If I was going to you, would it be a zone or man-to-man? I'll take the man. I'll take the man.
They're going to see this?
Mark, remember this? I gained some pounds since then, Mark. I gained some pounds since then.
I got a picture with that too, with you fighting for your life and you smiling and me smiling.
This guy doesn't stop.
But no, I'd rather man-to-man.
All right, so let me get to, because we know you got to catch it.
Yeah.
So,
my fight until like.
No, but
let me just keep going, man.
Go ahead. No, I'm saying.
This interview is great. I love it.
So, my next question is, I was going to go with the Nebraska coach, but you brought up, what's his name, Bob Bolden?
Yeah.
So, if we had to choose, Bob Bolden or Kevin McCaskill?
Kevin McCaskill.
That's pretty fast.
Big compliment.
Because you said both of them were great.
Phenomenal. They're both phenomenal coaches. No takeaway from Bob Bolden. Kev, first of all, I can relate with Kev because we're two African Americans, which is not a problem because I can coach. I can play for anybody.
Well, just keep with coach. I mean, as far as why,
Kev made me into the player that could have really made some real noise if I would have made a smart decision. Kev did everything so simple what made you stronger, made you faster, made you believe that we can go against the world. I mean, I think about the one game I think about at Holyoke was when we went up and played against the number one D1 Division I school in the nation for JUCO, which was Champaign, and
I think I heard of that.
They were supposed to beat the crap out of us, and Kev brought us in there and set us up to almost beat them. And I remember running up and down the court and running past Kevin. One of the guards was like, "Dog, why y'all getting so excited? You're not gonna win." And me being me said, we might not, but you're gonna know we was in this gym. And Kev was like, and once he did that, I came down and banged on that 6'9" kid.
Because you were known to talk a little bit. I remember me and you used to talk. We still talk.
Because he's underrated, remember?
Yes, he's underrated.
So when you
here because he's underrated.
When you bring up big men in the city, right? When you bring up big men in the city, my name doesn't come up until later on.
Well, no, I disagree. We've had conversations and
me and you having conversations, but I'm talking about amongst the masses.
It's a feeling.
It's a feeling but people bring your name up quite often as a.
I'm not trying to get people to say nothing. I'm just telling you what
you feel.
Well, I put this list down a little early. I think you see at the bottom.
I can't even see that.
I'm still going to go to it. I already know the answer because you said it. And you got 1 second to answer this question, or you get in that cup. Harry, put it there. Ready? Get the cup. Burns or Sullivan? Drop it.
Too late.
I'll take Howie Burns all day.
Okay. Rest in peace, Coach Burns.
I'll take Howie Burns all day. Burns knew how to coach. He didn't know how to coach basketball. He wasn't really a great basketball coach, but he knew how to work with personalities.
Yes.
So when you have a team with the Travis Best and a Fred Smith and a Desi Jackson, and those are all. That's a spectrum of personalities.
Yeah.
You have to be able. You have to know how to be able to work with them, and it's the same thing when you go with Demetrius Vann, Louis Dillard, and Mark Lewis, and Pat Strange. You have to. Troy Walker. You have to.
Strange.
You know, you have to be able to coach those personalities.
Versatile,
He was
man.
very good at that. He's good at that. Was he great at the X and O stuff? No. Everybody knows he was a baseball coach.
I got another question. I'm a troublemaker.
Go ahead.
And I love both of these guys. And so I always ask a question. Like I asked Dion a question, and he got really upset about Ramon Cosmo and DJ Westbrook. Right? But Dion made a choice. And so I'm going to ask you a question.
Thank you.
And this question.
Rest my case.
This is a central question.
Okay.
So we're going to put it right here.
Come on, I
have to put it here. No, it's still going to take some time, but you're going to have to make a choice.
Okay.
And it's on because this has been talked about, and I love both of these guys.
Okay.
I love both of these guys, and I think they are great players.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, right. And but I've seen them two talk to each other back and forth.
Okay.
But because it's a central thing, I want you to make a choice.
Okay.
And it is what it is.
No, but I can talk about why I chose that choice, right?
You can.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want you to make a choice.
Okay.
Tim Blackshear or Sean Smith?
Tim Black.
Why?
Personally for me, now like I said, I'm not taking away from Sean at all because
Sean's a monster.
Sean is one of my favorite
really
players,
good player.
One of my favorite players. But when I seen Central play, when I was a freshman, Tim Blackshear was there. Sean wasn't.
Okay.
I got to see Tim play, and it always was impressive how high he used to dribble the basketball, and how nobody could steal the ball with the ball being up to his chest.
Yeah.
Then, he was a killer, man. I mean, Sean's a killer too, but Tim was a killer, man.
Tim was a
so if you was
assassin.
a coach, and you was like Tyrone Sullivan.
Why he gotta be like Tyrone?
I want to be Tyrone Sullivan.
Let me ask the question.
Nah, change the coach. Change the coach.
All right. You Mark Lewis. I'm not gonna let you be Tyrone
Steve Rodriguez.
I'm not Steve either.
And you had to coach both of those guys, right? Mm-hmm. And there was only one spot left. who do you think can run a system or run an offense? Who's your guy? You know what I mean? Because that's basically what it's
Tim is a true point guard.
Yeah.
Tim's a point guard.
Yeah.
Sean is
a slasher.
Well, Sean is great at everything.
Yeah.
Sean can run the point if you need him to. Sean can score if you need him to.
Yeah.
Sean played D when he was younger. Now Sean gets in your mind now.
Yeah,
no, that's what I'm saying.
That's what we doing right now.
So that's what. If I want to run my system, you ain't getting in my mind. If you want to run it, not at all.
Okay.
If you want to run a system, you're gonna take Tim Blackshear.
Yes.
If I want the dynamic player that's gonna
score.
Yeah.
Razzle dazzle, you take Smitty, but
take Smitty.
So,
but they're at one point in time, they were on the same level.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree. That's why I want to make these questions hard, but at the same time, I want to give both guys their flowers. I think they're both are great players.
Sean, like I said once again, Sean is one of my favorite guys out here. Like to watch to play against Sean, that was like big. For me, you know what I'm saying? To play against Kev Freeman, to play with Kev Freeman, to play with Larry Gilbert, to play against Larry Gilbert. Those are like my top. Those are the guys that were before me.
Yeah.
Giving Kunzilla the crossover. No. Let's be real. Sheldon has always been a player that I've seen play in the parks. I didn't get to see him in high school. But he's always been the type of player that I said, like, people don't really respect him, but he's out there killing them. Sheldon hits open jump shots, which a lot of players don't do when you're playing, you know what I'm saying, unless they just are killers. Sheldon was a killer. Is he a killer now? Listen, you're 50 years old. We're not here no more.
Well, I killed Chris Jackson.
Well, I mean,
a youngster. Who is he though?
I mean,
that's a guy that I know. He works at Pete's store.
But we had a conversation about that.
I know it doesn't fit my resume.
We had a conversation.
Yes,
about
it does.
It does go from 50-year-old to the young.
That's a young boy. He's out there.
No doubt.
You gotta keep him.
Beat him, but but if that's the case, then we have to say how many times did he get beat before he beat?
We don't not talk about that.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. We talking basketball here, right? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. Let's talk the resume since we're on this subject that they brought here, right? You said Chris Jenkins. You said I was scared. We was talking about something else.
I said you were scared of who?
No, we said we're talking about.
We asked you about Chris Jenkins.
No. You said Chris Jackson. We was talking about something totally else, and he brought it from me to him. If I was afraid to play him, let's be clear. Okay? I'm talking about Sheldon. I'm talking about the resume.
Okay.
Let's talk about the resume.
I still have some questions.
No, and I'm going to make it quick. Sheldon played how many games, right, before he even got to me? First of all, I text Sheldon when he said he'll play anybody. We're not going to say what his first response was.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. I think I'm getting what you're trying to say.
Right.
So, is he talking about? Did he win any game before he?
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
I did.
The record. What was the record, Sheldon? Tell the truth.
I won
No, let's talk about the record.
It's Carl Miller.
The record.
Because yes, I gave Carl Miller 10 losses.
Talk the record.
On his resume.
Talk the record.
He said before.
Truthfully, I lost 12, 13 games.
How many did you win?
I'm going to say 9, 10.
You don't have to say nothing.
9 or 10.
Hold on,
Sheldon.
Stop.
You got video footage of it.
Do I name the names?
Listen. Stop.
I know, it's not about
me. It's not his show. He don't ask the question. You always want the banana.
I know. That's shenanigans.
Stop that.
When a dynamic personalities in the building, this happens to become the show.
Listen, we're not doing that.
All right, let's go.
So
let's talk. First of all, let me just say this. Respect to y'all for real. Y'all knew that this was going to be the type of show it was going to be with me being here, but me knowing who your dad was personally, you know what I'm saying, and being, he had a lot, and I'm getting chills thinking about it too, because he had a lot of with building me also. Because, like I said, let's be, the realness of the matter is, I didn't want to play basketball. I didn't like basketball at all. You know what I'm saying? I hated it, and it came from you, and then your brother and your father kind of brought me into like being who I am. You know what I'm saying? Then I went off and did my thing and got myself better by myself. But like y'all set the tone for me to be who I became.
Wow.
So respect the Bud for that. And to you, because you know what I'm saying, I remember, like I said, standing on Reggie's driveway, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, you don't want to play basketball? I'm like,
yeah, man, I'm just a hand-me-down.
No, you already got, you know what it is, man.
Stop! Because he's still doing it. He's still doing it. I got questions to ask.
Okay.
He wants to talk about everything but the question. He's still reading the damn question. Right here.
First of all, he got chicken scratch. Are you that? You barely reading it. You wrote it.
Hold on. Alright. What do you choose? A talented player or a hard-working player?
A hard-working player.
Yeah.
And why?
Hard work beat talent any day. Talented players are lazy.
Yeah.
You see it all the time. You see a young kid who's really talented, who's better than everybody else, and they when it comes to the hard-working player, once they get to high school, it's kind of like it levels off, and then that hard-working player, he becomes that monster.
He becomes that talent.
Yeah, you're like, yo, where? That's what I'm saying. So like, if he has the tools to become good, and he's a hard worker, he's gonna make it.
Yeah,
he's gonna do it.
Yeah,
Joe Ragland's one of them. He's one who's a hard worker.
A lot of talented players.
He killed us. He killed us.
Oh, I like that.
I was wrong.
Nah. But I like that. What you just said. But he killed Central. But I agree because I've seen a lot of talented players in my era not amount to nothing after high school, or because they didn't want to put the work in. As a hard worker, like. I gotta stop because
you about to call somebody else.
No. It just
said DC Comics.
Yes. And I mean, he worked hard, but he just couldn't get right. DC worked hard, but he just couldn't. It was lemon lime out of all, lemon lime.
Yeah, but I mean that's pretty much it. You know, talented players, and senior coaching now, you see talented players that just don't work as hard as other players later on. You know, what happened to him? Oh, he stopped playing because everybody caught up.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, there's only a handful of talented players that work hard.
Trav was one of them.
Yeah, Belkis is another one.
Yeah.
Trav worked hard.
She was talented and worked hard.
Yeah.
Westcott worked hard too. We gotta admit, people just don't want to give him credit, but Kellogg worked hard and was talented.
He's a Division I player.
Yes.
His team to
final 8.
Top players in the country. Top team in the country.
Yeah.
Without him on that floor, they don't get too far.
Yes, he was good. He was great.
So I guess my final question for a shooter pass. This is the longest shooter pass question ever.
Okay.
Which is simple: Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, in order. Who you got?
Jordan.
One.
Jordan's one. Jordan's one.
Make sure you tell Troy L that.
Yes.
So you can
what you about to say? Yeah.
Yeah.
Troy's delusional.
Jordan. I mean, Jordan's one. I want to say Kobe. But LeBron is just he just does everything so well.
Except he doesn't do one thing.
What's that?
He can't get in the playoffs. So Kobe would never have a squad like he had and not got in the playoffs. He had guys like Danny Coles, the boss from Superior Court, and he got to the playoffs.
Okay, but then, so you're saying that now, right?
Kobe was better.
But what you're saying that now, but at the tail end of at the tail end of LeBron's career, but. What did LeBron do when he was young with the dude who works down at the Family Dollar? He went to the playoffs with Bowie Gibson.
Smush Parker works.
Yeah, but I get that, but he didn't stay.
I mean,
my whole thing is that.
So how many does LeBron have? He has 4, don't he?
Yeah. And he's done. I'm a Laker fan, and he's done with his titles.
I say Jordan. I'm going to say Kobe because Kobe's the carbon copy of Jordan.
Yes.
And then LeBron. But I can't knock LeBron.
We can't knock Magic either. No. We leave him out. We leave Magic out.
We didn't say top 5 players. We just said.
No. We just talking about these two guys.
I'm interrupting.
I mean, if it comes down to it, like, and we're gonna say more players. You know, we can't knock Bird.
Yeah.
First of all, you can't knock Bird. You can't knock Magic. You can't knock Kareem.
Yeah.
You can't knock Russell. You know, you can't knock all these dudes. Huh?
Or Russell. Very fine. Bill Russell or Russell?
Bill
Russell Westbrook.
We're talking about Bill Russell, 11 championships. We're not talking about
that.
Yeah,
non-shooting guy.
We're not talking about that guy.
Everybody here can shoot better than him.
But see, this is the thing about it. And I don't get into these arguments with people or conversations with people about who's the greatest or who's not. I can only go on what I seen. From what I seen to now. I remember, and we're basketball players, I remember, and you didn't even see this with Cole. I remember being in full court basketball games, and it hits 8 o'clock on a Saturday. Chicago's about to come on, and people be like, "Yo, game over! Time to go. Jordan's on."
So, right, exactly.
Dream. Yeah, you don't see
Gatorade wouldn't be Gatorade.
You don't see that now. You don't see that now.
No,
you don't see that now.
It's all about the money, right?
You don't see that now. And the 2 dudes that you named. That company that their sneaker company is don't make it afloat without the one guy that does it.
Yes.
You have to talk about people in the way the game gets changed, and there's only a few of them that did it.
I mean,
there's only a few of them that changed the game. Kareem changed the game. Shaq.
Allen Iverson changed the game.
Shaq didn't change the game. Shaq dominated the game. There's 2 different. When Jordan.
Oh, the hacker Shaq ain't changing the game?
No, that's not. That's playing smart basketball. If you got a guy who's at 80%
he changed it
from the field, you're gonna foul and put him to the foul line.
Did AI change it?
They didn't do that in the beginning.
Allen I changed the culture.
One player.
Allen I changed the culture.
He changed the culture, but he didn't change basketball.
Kobe changed basketball.
The reason why we got people putting balls between their legs and jumping from free throw lines and doing all kinds of crazy layup Johnny and stuff. Dr. J did it a few times. Michael was doing it all the time.
Yeah, but just like we I get what you're saying. I understand all of that. But in this case here, we're just picking out your preference.
Listen,
because we can go in there. You can go.
I'm a Chicago Bulls fan because of Michael Jordan.
You're a Bulls fan?
Yeah.
So you just stay in the Bulls fan?
Yeah.
I'm through this.
Listen, I'm not
through this tragedy.
I'm not these guys, bro. Like I said, I'm not these guys, man. I don't take my shirt off. I get dunked on. It doesn't happen. I'm a Chicago Bears fan. I'm a true fan.
Yeah, because even Jordan got dunked on by Starks.
Everybody got dunked. He wasn't in.
Somebody else got dunked on too. He wasn't in the NBA.
He wasn't in that.
Oh, don't you start.
I'm not. Don't
you start.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Leave him alone.
Everybody.
He had like 35 on Jordan.
No, he didn't. Stop. He had like 20 on him. He didn't score 35 on Mike. Stop.
Yeah, they interviewed.
He had 20 on the playoffs on Mike. He did the crossover, which was very impressive.
Listen, why are we even doing that? The man was on a fast break with Scottie Pippen.
I wasn't even talking about you.
The man was on a fast break. The man was on a fast break with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan.
I wasn't talking about that.
Anybody's gonna get dunked on.
I wasn't talking about that.
You wasn't doing your job.
Right.
God.
Patrick, you ain't got.
I didn't say that.
He crawled over.
And then he pushed him.
And crawled over.
That was terrible.
You need to stop being disrespectful to these central players.
I didn't say nothing about central players.
So what we're gonna do right now?
We at the Mark Lewis show. Through Buddy. No,
Alright, so what we're gonna do right now?
Okay.
First of all, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for coming.
I know this was
great.
Like a quick, short notice, and I know you got a flight to carry out. I wish safe travels for you and your family.
No, just me and my wife.
I will play him tomorrow, but he gotta go out of town. So you know,
that's
y'all missing. It would have been ugly for him.
Okay, we trying to close out.
Okay, my bad. Yes, we can.
You guys been fighting through the whole day. This guy was about to start throwing chairs at him. I appreciate you not throwing the lemons all over like the other guy.
Yeah, like that other guy.
My brother.
Yeah, you know. But I appreciate you. You know, I'm gonna give you your flowers.
Thank you.
You have been, you know, a man. You know, to these kids.
Yes.
You have been a strong ball player through the community. Everybody knows who your name. In my eyes, you never was underrated.
No.
To see all the things and all the accomplishment, to see how you dealt with tough coaches is an example for all these other kids. And you know, I can't wait to see you coach. Yeah, I want to play against you again, but
you want to coach against me?
You know,
I mean, we left that out. But
who won?
He had to beat me.
It's over. The show's over.
Every time we coach against someone, they haven't beat me.
It's over. It was close. The show is over.
Both times.
Huh?
No, we only played once.
The time we was playing in AAU, you remember when he was going at Dion?
Oh man,
that game too.
And he's doing that sinister laugh.
Listen, I got one on Dion too.
I don't take losses much, man. My college career, the 3 years that I played at Mountain State, we went 93-3.
Great.
Yeah, but we're closing right now.
No doubt.
We're not talking about 93.
I'm just saying I'm a winner.
Listen,
beat you, beat him. It is what it is.
Wait a minute. See. This is where
let's close
it.
With all his antics.
Right.
We closing.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all for coming. All right, we out of here. Just shut up. We out.
Thank you for coming.